Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Automation Testing Online. Today's video we are going to discuss about tables. This is how a table looks like. It consists of rows and columns. It consists of a header row, header column, and the column values always depends upon the rows. Let us find the elements by inspecting the table. You see that we have a table tag which indicates the entire table. I'm expanding this table tag. Inside the table tag, we are able to see a T-body tag. Now I'm expanding this T-body tag. We can see a TR tag. So the table tag defines the table. TR tag defines the rows. I'm expanding this TR tag. We can see TH and TD. TH defines the header. TD defines the column values. As I said, the column values are dependent on the rows. So here in the TH tag, row 1, we have the column values. So row 1, column 1, we have the value as user 1. Row 1, column 2, the value is 11111. Row 1, column 3, we have user1@user.com likewise. Similarly, we have all the 7 rows, and all the 7 rows consist of the column values. Now I'll show how to retrieve all the values using Selenium. So getting back to the program, I have already given the first 4 steps. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the ID for this table. Yes, we have the ID as table 1. I'm copying it. Now friends, please make a note of this. Here I'm giving table.findElements. I'm not giving wd.findElements. Instead, I'm giving table.findElements. We are going to find a number of elements because inside this table tag, we have the number of rows and columns. So I'm giving table.findElements. By dot tag name, we are going to use the tag name which is tr. And this is returned as a list of web element. So here I'm going to use the for loop for the iteration. Integer I is equal to 0, I less than rows dot size I plus plus. Again, I am finding the element for the columns. So here I'm giving rows dot get of I dot find element. Sorry, it's find elements. Find elements by dot tag name. Tag name is td. So inside the table tag, we have the tr tag, which is why I have given here table.findElements and I have stored inside a list of web element. Inside the for loop, I am using the rows.size where the rows will be incremented, and depending upon the rows, we will get the cells value. You can see here inside the tr tag, we have td. So I have given rows.getOfI.findElements by.tag name. This will be returned as a list of web element. Now I'm going to use another for loop to retrieve the values of the cells. In Java, we have discussed about nested for loop, where we will be giving a for loop inside another for loop. So the same logic I'm going to use here. Now I'm just giving a space here for a better understanding. Also, I'm taking this ln because it will be printed as a new line. We needed the output to be in a row. So I'm removing the print line, and after the loop ends, it should be printed in the next line. So after this loop ends, here I'm giving sys out as a new line. Now after saving the program, let's look for the output. You see friends, we have got all the rows and columns values. So this is how we have to use for loop and retrieve the values of a table. Next we'll see about dynamic table. This is a static table where the value remains constant. Next we'll see about dynamic table where the value keeps on changing. It is not constant. So dynamic table is similar to static table. Here we can add or delete rows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to inspect these text boxes and I'm going to use send keys to send any values to these text boxes. So I'm going to add a row and then I'm going to print all the rows in console. So for printing, I'm going to use the same logic which I used in the previous example. So the first thing is I'm going to inspect. For name, the ID is name. And for email address, the ID is email. And I'm going to add a row. So here the ID is row ID. Getting back to the program, wd dot find element by dot ID, which is name dot send keys. I'm going to give the name as John. Next is we are going to give the email address find element by dot ID, which is email. Just giving a random email address, which is user 4 at the rate email.com. Next, I'm going to click on the add button. So w dot find element by dot ID is row ID. Dot click. So this happens in a fraction of a second. So in order to have a clear look, I'm going to give thread.sleep so that it takes some time. Okay, after clicking, a row will be added here in the name of John. Again, I'm giving thread.sleep. Now I'm going to inspect the entire table. So for the entire table, we have the ID as table 1, just copying it. In order to print the rows and columns, I'm going to take the same logic which we have used in the previous example. Okay, so let us save the program and we look for the output. You see the name John and the email ID. So this row has been added successfully. And yes, we were able to print all the 4 rows. So friends, with this we have come to the end of the video. This is all about tables. In my next video, we will meet up with a new topic. Thank you.